when we last left our adventurers, you guys had successfully cast the 3 rituals required to have a reprieve from the Hounds of Tindalos. And the day after, you have sailed into the port of Shae Etaine. In fact, we bring our session up to the point where you guys are literally sailing into the harbor. You can see Shae Etaine. Here's a map of the town. It's not a very big town. A lot of docking spots. And within a very short few minutes, you guys actually identify, there's a couple big ships, but you obviously, your eyes get pulled to the bigger ships, and you identify the Terror pretty quickly. It's one of 2 warships that are docked here. They fly the Blood Sails colors. You are, yeah, you're there. It's actually a day after the ritual.
And we're here with no plan?
Well, that's the thing, is you guys are literally sailing into the port. Or, well, I'm not going to say you're sailing into the port. You are literally on that verge where either you can pull into the port or pass by it. So, what would you like to do?
Pistol for sale! Pistol for sale!
You're not on the dock yet.
I'm yelling at the people as we go by.
Yeah, it's your pistol right here. Get a pistol.
Draw one and misfires.
Blam.
I didn't say I was pulling my pants out.
Emil, Oprah, Gary Andel. You have a pistol. You have a pistol.
Gotta make money somehow.
Absolutely.
So again, maybe we should come up with a plan before going into this town?
I don't even know. We're confronting her, right? Trying to get the.
Are we?
Well,
Or-
just to recap, Daveline stole what you guys were after, the compass from the monastery, and she beelined it to this town. You pretty firm believe that. Cedric was able to fill you in when you got back to the boat on a little bit about her, because he's got some previous experience about her. And this is her hometown, if you want to use that word. The Terror is stationed here, and she has an estate here. But most likely she will be heading to Port Cairn to get approval to pursue the Black Star with the compass from the prince.
So my thought was that we were just getting close enough to see if the Terror was here, and then we were going to set up an ambush between here and Port Cairn. Is that not what we discussed, or am I just forgetting?
I vaguely remember discussing that, I think.
There was
an ambush at sea would be a lot easier for us. So
I think that's what we had discussed, that we were just going to kind of come in just enough to see if the boat's here, and then the ship here, sorry, and then set up an ambush.
Okay.
Hopefully. I think that was our plan.
So you're going to come in and do the digger's turn and...
Just get close enough to see if the Terror is moored here.
Make perception checks.
Everyone? Mm-hmm. Where am I next?
I can't see the thing.
I think you saw more than me.
18.
I got 17.
25.
23.
30.
Of course, I'm the one wearing glasses here.
I got nat 20.
Nice.
Nice.
Ooh.
Good start.
So, as you guys are discussing this, you're all out on the
Overachiever.
deck of the Maiden Foreshadowed. And as you guys are discussing this, you do notice that the Terror is a warship. Now, she's got cannon, she's got ballistae, you know, and she's manned. They're in the process right now, though, as you can see. Again, this isn't like a covered, really sheltered bay or anything. So as you're kind of coasting by, you know, with, you know, some spy scopes and whatnot, you can discern that there is activity. It's today. It's kind of clear. It's easy to see. There's activity. They're getting the ship ready. They're not fully ready, obviously. You see a lot of, you know, other supplies and that being loaded on.
Okay, here's my thought.
Nothingness?
I was thinking we ambush it at nighttime. We sneak up board the ship.
Take whatever.
Kill all the
I'm gonna
lights.
make a mess.
Try to
Fear
sneak up on the ship and board the ship. Versus going to cannon fight with the ship, which might be a little bit more at a...
What are we fighting for anyways?
The Astral Compass.
We want the Astral Compass.
Do we need it?
Yes.
Yes, to find
why?
the Black Star.
To find the black star that fell.
Yeah?
The guy we were gonna...
Well, first,
Report.
we were assigned to go get this, and we'll get well rewarded for it. But secondly, we don't want it to land in someone's hands like her.
She's much stronger than we are, though.
I,
Like, much,
Significantly.
much stronger. Also, we only have, what, 4 days now? Reprieve?
5 days reprieve.
Okay.
Because you cast a spell. It's the.
We
Yeah, 5
should
days.
probably get rid of that before we do anything.
but where are we going to get rid of that, though?
I don't know.
Well, we're if we
There's not a whole lot of friendly territories in the area,
True.
I don't think.
No.
I mean, we could sail back to, I don't know if Thrushmore has anything like that. Probably not. And
What
I'm
do we
s-
need again?
I'm sure someone would not be happy if we show up there without the compass.
Are you having this discussion just amongst your teammates, or are you going to include anybody else in this discussion? Just asking.
You mean like our crew?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure what's his name is
Cedric.
around.
Our crazy star guy.
If you want to ask him questions, he's available. Just gotta ask the right questions, I guess.
Well, Mr. Book Curse, this seems like a you problem, so what kind of questions are...
Like a what?
It's kind of more of a you problem than a me problem, so...
What's my problem?
The dogs.
The dogs. The
those.
forever cursed.
Us too.
Yeah.
So I think the
so-
question here is, do we try and find a place that we can maybe
We
get rid of this curse? I'm just calling it a curse. I don't know.
think this place is not the right one. It's not the right place here. Because
For what?
I mean, you said that this whole island is populated with people that are either devoted to the Belleville.
Yeah.
Specifically, 95% of the population
See,
are
case in
elves, and
point.
they're all
Yeah.
Bloodvel.
So that's why I'm asking. So do you think that we should delay trying to find...
Dahaleen.
We have 6 days
Da bitch.
5 days.
to find 5 days to find a place where they could get rid of that curse.
But there's only like 1 or 2 ways to get rid of that curse.
Yeah,
One
so-
of which you have the papers, and I don't
Yes,
really
but-
remember what.
You don't necessarily have the full knowledge of those curses, right?
But there are people that might have
Delay
Yes.
manure. That's...
People.
manure.
I was hoping you were
Just
going
gonna
to say
call
it in
her
the
da
video.
bitch.
I did actually say it in the video. I was watching the other day. I'm just like,
Did you put it in?
I probably will.
Okay. Good.
Ah, my nickname's Stick. That's great. Manure.
Because I make a pretty funny face where, I think I'll keep it.
So it's worth it.
Yeah.
Same price you're making right now.
Almost, yeah.
For all
yeah,
of
I
us
can
that are- I agree with Alphonse. This is not a great place to look for help from anybody, considering it's basically a full cult island here. Is there anything nearby that we could seek assistance from? That's
Not one of them.
Rushmore is the closest.
How far is that?
Day and a half.
Yeah, well, that's the place.
That's just for captains.
that's home.
Get us
that's
lost.
home.
You have to.
No, we have a navigator. We're good.
Yeah,
Oh,
we do
that's
have
true.
a very good navigator. A little kooky, but good.
Everybody can make an intelligence.
Hilarious.
I'm coming up with a different nickname.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Hilarious.
Intelligent? Man, I'm not very intelligent.
You say intelligence?
Oh, so close. So close. Intelligence, eh?
Yep.
Ah,
19.
19?
yeah. What do you get over there?
Well,
Nine.
you know, 23.
23?
Guess
I
I'm
know
the brains
nothing.
in the group.
15.
Well, it's definitely not me. I get a whole whopping +1 bonus to my intelligence.
So, Pierre, you remember that when you were in Iris Hill, that's the home of Count Hasterton Miles III,
Yeah.
you guys were waiting for him.
Uh-huh.
You remember in that room, in the parlor, there were a lot of things, artifacts, books that just kind of struck your interest. You didn't really realize it at the time, but now thinking back on it, it's like there are some pretty obscure sort of books and tomes that were there. And you're thinking he may be a dabbler.
Oh, great. It's going to be so fun. It'll be so thrilled.
A dabbler. I don't know.
In the occult. Probably why he's interested in the Black Star.
Probably. Just put it up there.
Yeah,
True. We don't have any. We don't have a
Until
book right
TG
now.
has it.
This one's kind of said.
Don't hurt yourself there, all fine.
Yeah, so our sponsor, this band, might have some knowledge that might help us getting us out of this affliction.
Cool.
So what do you guys think? Should we delay seeking the compass
Yes.
and
Yeah.
try to cure this?
Considering we only faced one dog.
Considering
and it was
Ivan
scary.
is sick in the boat.
I'm sick of the boat.
You just figure a day?
I'm pretty sad about
Day and a
Yeah.
half.
Oh, a day and a half at least.
We have enough time to get there. Get probably a possible way to remove those
Please say yes.
maledictions.
I'm fine with that plan.
Yes.
So yes.
Well,
I'm already
just
marked in
you
with
have
this.
the ritual in place. You have the ritual, of severance. No, sorry, the ritual right now.
Reprieve.
Right now we have the
Reprieve.
reprieve.
The ritual severance. You started reading it last session. I think you need to read it a little bit more closer, because there is a major cost to all.
Oh, I know. We're talking about a mirror of a 500. A platinum mirror of 500 gold piece of value. That's easy to come by, right? So it's reprieve, severance. Okay, so again, it's all about blood. Masterwork, silver dagger.
Masterwork Silver Dagger 4.
Each participant.
That's 3. At 350 gold each.
Yeah,
Do we even have that kind of money?
We should.
Yeah. Fresh charcoal circle, a platinum mirror of 500 gold piece value. But it's the skill checks, the amount of expertise in the linguistics, religion,
So technically,
nature, you know,
if we can
that's
convince
the
some
amount
crazy
of-
person to join
How many
us,
different things? Linguistics.
If you get someone else to join the ritual, they will have to read the document.
that's right.
And
so
then
we
you
can
would have to
supplement.
cleanse them as well.
So we need a fourth piece.
Yes. Right now you have only the 3 of you that are contaminated.
I would call that contamination. It's not
We're
like I'm
cursed.
ailing right now.
This will not stop if we don't stop it.
The curse is not a contamination. I'm an alchemist, I should know.
Sure, it's not contamination.
If
at
it was a
all.
contamination, I would
Curse.
be immune.
It's not a poison either.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, but you are human after all, so.
I'm allowed to make mistakes. Only human. Ooh.
What should we do?
Recap what our options are.
Not paying attention.
Aha! Caught doing the BBB.
Naughty.
And this is why we don't include a robot in serious conversation.
Were you all talking your thief scans? Because I still haven't learned that.
No, we're on the ship all surrounded by each other. Discussing on
We're
whether
just talking and
we're going to land at Shae Etaine, whether we're going to set up an ambush for her ship, the Terror, at night, or if we're going to get out of Dodge, go back to Thrushmore, and see if we can possibly lift this stupid curse that the 3 stupids around us decided to read a book and
You
get
understand
cursed.
I am
Stupids.
I am
That's nice.
in ear reach, right? I can hear you.
Yeah?
3 Stooges.
And who picked up the book and read it? Elena, I know.
To be fair now, he picked up the book and he was forced to look at the page. These 2 said, "Hey, what do you got going on there?"
no. To be fair, and if you go back into it, anyone was like, "You all, who has linguistics?"
Exactly. And you went, "Oh, what do you got going
And
on?"
I was
there?"
like, oh, I don't have that. Oh, I can't help
"Yeah, I
you.
can't help you."
Because
But
if I
you would
did, I
have.
would have.
Yeah.
I know.
I wanted to
There's
help
the-
the party.
Which is why I'm still helping you guys.
Which I think is a lie, because you actually do have linguistics.
Yeah, but you were looking for Arcana,
Yeah, it's true.
or there was one other,
That's
or
right.
religion or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
That's right.
So the two that I didn't have, yes,
Oh,
I
the
do have
knowledge
linguistics.
checks, right.
Yes.
Yes.
Us female elves are like, oh no, can we help?
Yeah.
Okay, the fun part about this
You're
ritual
so
severance is if we
You're
miss
altruistic.
our shot, like actually it's a failure, like yeah, you roll a 1. We go coma and we're dying. That's great.
Great.
I can bring you back.
Roll up new characters, can you?
Why?
Yeah, I've stabilized. I can stabilize these idiots. I mean, our teammates.
Pretty sure
Who
stabilize.
we love and support.
That's
When
right.
he's
I'm
bleeding
pretty
to death, I'm just
Yeah.
gonna be like, oh, sucks
Yeah,
to you.
don't
Yeah.
want to get to the bad side of the
Didn't we
cleric.
mention that you could stabilize? Go ahead, do it yourself.
I had a feeling that
I cast it through Nyx. I'm sure that's
What's
a thing.
what's the chances that actually works?
Low.
Probably terrible
The
chances.
skill
Yes.
checks are very high.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think
And
beyond your
even
measure
just
right now.
acquiring all of the
It's really on the part where even Lord Hasterton,
Hasterton. Yep.
he's a dabbler. Let's hope he's an expert. But I don't believe he is.
well, dabbler doesn't really mean expert.
Exactly.
Yeah, you don't have enough. Again, that's just your gut feeling that he knows a little bit.
But then again, he could know the person who knows a person who knows a person who knows a person. That's foreseeable.
We
Yep.
just need to trick one of our very strong, intelligent enemies into touching the book. And they're screwed with
And she
us.
told you not to touch the book.
Yeah, but she should try not to be our enemy.
She wasn't. She was literally standing there trying to figure out how to escape this place after she activated all the traps and said,
Excuse
"Don't
me?
touch that book."
When someone tries to escape,
But she wasn't trying to escape.
she was trying to escape.
She was standing there reading a book after, yes.
Oh, so she
stealing-
read the book first.
steal- a book, I said.
A book, yeah.
She was attempting, or actually didn't attempt, she stole or
But how did she know
acquired
that
the
how did
compass?
she know that the book was cursed?
she did
Detect magic, mate.
Detect magic only tells you it's magic or not.
And
There
it's
are
auras.
stronger versions.
Hmm?
There are stronger and more precise
She's
versions.
very,
of
very,
magic.
very, very knowledgeable.
Here's the other thing. We can sneak into her cabin, open the book in front of her away, and get her to read it.
Yeah, trick her into
I don't think it'll work.
touching the
The
book.
answer
and
is
we'll get it.
Farmer.
trick it. Put it in the washroom. So like reading material. She's like, oh no, those bastards cursed me on the toilet.
Pretty sure that won't work though.
Or trick the king. Prince.
Right.
But the count. Hey, we got a book for you. Ah, you're cursed too.
It's one way to get them invested.
Yeah, well, unless I'd say going back to Freshmore.
Yep. So you will go back to Freshmore and try and break this thing.
Yeah,
Same.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to speak logistics. If you guys go back to Thrushmore, okay, that's 1.5 days just to sail there. All right, almost 2 days to go to Port Karen, because she will have moved from Shae Etaine to Port Karen. Okay, that doesn't include the time in Thrushmore to appropriate the materials. People
And
just don't have Masterwork silver daggers always kicking around. You might actually have to make them, which takes a couple of days for weaponsmiths to do, if they have the materials.
I
Wasn't
agree. But then again, our chances to find everything that we want here are they great, or at Freshmore they're greater. Freshmore is greater, and second of all, I don't know for you guys, but I tend to value my life as opposed to the value of this fallen star.
The job.
I know it's a job and all, but then again, a dead man won't accomplish the job anyway.
True. And those dogs are pretty scary.
Them?
Mhm.
I mean, just tell me.
Maybe we shouldn't go to Thrushmore.
I'm just wondering what you guys want to do. I'm very curious on what you guys are going to do this session.
I think that it's
Okay.
the time that it would take and all that is not in our favor.
Oh, I'm quite aware of that.
Yeah,
You're
ours-
fine, but we're not.
Oh, I'm aware of that.
Well, you're not fine as long as you're with us.
Okay, option 1, all right, is go back to Thrushmore and deal with the dogs. All right, it is a process.
Yeah.
Okay, it is a process. The risk of that is the process being expensive and risky, and
Take too long.
maybe out of your scope. Maybe there's ways to get around it. Option 2, you guys
Yes.
want to set up an
the
ambush.
ambush.
All right. Ship warfare.
Okay, just so
Think about that, right?
Are
And you're
you-
dealing with full crews.
I can remember, we're getting the compass for why? Like, why are we getting it? Or
We need to find a fallen star
Try to find a black star.
for
For our
for the
employer.
Lord.
Yeah,
and for
Astral
your-
Compass wants the Black Star. It's fallen somewhere out to the far east into the sea.
and you need the compass to find it.
The compass is probably one of the best ways to find it, yes, because it has magical properties to find fallen stars and adamantium and all that
Cool.
stuff, and that's why they went to get it. And
No,
Cedric was doing research on the compass, specifically the monastery. That's how Dahaline and the prince know about it, and that's why she was there. Because when the fallen star landed, they're like, "Hey, we remember this crazy guy saying shit about this." So they
Yep.
went and got it.
Okay.
Yeah. So option 1,
There's
we
like
save ourselves. Option 2, we find that compass and all, but we die. That's what I see. And I say I will have a better chance to save myself by saving
Option
myself.
3, spill a bunch of blood on the deck and transport out of here.
Woohoo! That's always a one-way ticket, huh?
There we go. Don't know where we're going to end up, but that's how we activate the transportation of our ship.
Really?
Yeah.
I know that.
Yeah, well, if you
didn't
watch
know that
somebody's
either.
Do
video,
you
it
actually
explains
know?
it.
I literally
Do you actually
explained
know
lots of that
where
video.
you would end up, though? It might be much, much worse than this.
Absolutely.
And can we control
You remember
where
that meme about not
that
thinking
ship
before you do
goes?
something?
Not right at
Can't
this moment.
control the ship's
Ah.
location, like destination.
Because what would I give to transport the ship to the dimension of those stupid dogs and just open fire like a cannonade on them, just to tell them to screw up?
Like a warp in, fire all salvos, and warp back out.
Yeah. It's like, hey,
I don't
remember?
think it would work.
You want to remember us? Let's make sure you remember us. Kaboom!
Option whatever number we're on now.
I believe that before.
Yeah. I may know someone, possibly, that I can summon. Not summon, but like, I don't know how
Call
you would
upon.
say that. Talk to? That
Dude.
could make possibly all of this go away.
It's like an ET call home.
Sweet.
You,
The only problem with that is he's not a very nice person or being or god or whatever.
you have the floor.
Oh, frig. So I was marked or chosen or whatever way back. I don't even know when. When was that?
Sounds,
Regal Park.
it sounds fair.
I see a different symbol on the sails
Yeah.
than you guys do. And the symbol that I see is from the person called the Yellow King. And he's like king, like occult,
And that's why you could see the runes on the ship as well.
pretty much.
Yeah, isn't the Yellow King, this was spoken of.
Have to follow him in his religion
Is that what you're going
and
to think?
become like dark, basically.
That'd be cool. I mean, sorry. That's my inside voice talking. Welcome to the dark side.
It might be cool, but my channel energy would be like the opposite of what it does now.
So you'd hurt us instead of heal us.
Or I
Potentially.
could memorize my spells to heal these guys, but not use my channel energy,
Okay.
which was. Is it a risk I'm willing to take? Maybe.
Do you have an answer for that for yourself yet?
I don't know. I thought about it for like a week now.
So just to paraphrase, so everybody's very clear.
Yes, please.
When you were in Carcosa,
Yes.
when you guys collected the one tablet, and on the tablet is specifically the tablet of the Yellow King, she was shown a symbol when she looked at that tablet.
Much like the stupid book.
She was shown the yellow sign. And since then, she has been marked by the Yellow King. When you guys got onto the ship after the foreshadowed fused with the maiden, and it became whatever you guys are on right now, she started seeing symbols all throughout the ship, and the sign of the Yellow King is on the sails. The one that she sees is the same one that she saw on the clay tablet. The one that you guys see is totally different.
It's also on my forehead, but you guys can't see it.
Yes,
I can only see it in a mirror.
Oh, great.
Oink.
Which means, either way, he'd probably come for me at some point or another.
Probably.
Nathan, here's your opportunity to drop some lore. Who is the Yellow King?
Haster.
And what is Haster known for?
Probably some mind screwery.
Mind story and a whole bunch of hijinks.
Yeah, so like either I go
Insanity.
crazy
So
and
much
die.
insanity.
So much. It's it.
Yeah.
And
Little
tentacles.
Tentacles and
I
insanity.
thought that was Cthulhu's thing.
Well, he has tentacles too. They're just all under the
I
ropes.
read about it.
The tentacles come extra.
Yes, right. Extra tag.
So it's kind of like a fast track of doing that without actually acquiring everything, if it works. Us not being cursed by the hounds. And me possibly losing my mind. It's great.
I've got another idea.
Okay.
The three of you
probably
can get
all,
captured by them and let the demon dogs come in and attack them.
They won't attack them. They'll only attack us.
Yeah.
They'll attack us, anyone who
They'll
gets in
attack
their way.
anyone
But I'm
who gets
sure
in the
they
way
will-
of us.
Attack the dogs because out of fear.
Well, there'll definitely be some fear.
What?
Probably end with us dying though.
But
Yeah,
then,
that's
like,
not
what's
a
her
great
name?
plan.
She'll just, like, again,
Probably.
and leave.
Yeah, consider she can fly.
Throw the book at her.
She might be able to, like,
I vote for
Take
options
all
1 and 3.
what's 1 and 3?
1 was going to Port
Yeah.
Burge,
Freshman.
Thrushmore, and
Talk
dealing
with
with that.
Ascertain.
And then
3
three-
is what you come with. What you come with.
Oh,
Yellow
she's
mark.
3.
Yeah, she's still 3.
Okay.
I forget what
I thought the
There
answer
Because
was
number
another-
2 is we
Ambush.
continue on with our mission to find
Two
that
is
so-called black
Two
star,
is the ambush.
yeah.
which is
3, I forget.
Could we kill 2 birds with 1 stone? Maybe Haster will help us get the compass.
Last I checked, he's not the kind of deity
Whatever.
who's big on favors.
I tried. I tried.
Since you don't know. You just don't know.
I
All right,
know
let's
perhaps
recap.
a deity will ask her to become his friend.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Option 1. Go to Thrushmore. Try and take care of your puppy problems. 2. Set up an ambush for the Terror with your ship. 3. Talk to the Elder Gods and see if they
Yeah,
like you.
like I said, it's 1 and 3 in that order.
And 4?
We stay here
We don't even
until
know
we meet
anymore.
our doom.
I forget what 4 was.
I don't even know anymore.
There was another one. I forget what it was.
Make perception checks.
That's 1.
Oh,
Oh, fun.
27.
Nice.
28.
You rolled 20 again?
No, 18. I have a plus 10 to perception.
That's a 26.
23.
Oh, nice. So, you guys kind of are all sitting there arguing,
26.
He's
debating, whatever you want to call
I
it.
got squirreled. Look at the ocean.
You just, yeah, the ocean looks so pretty. And you're probably wondering why you just can't sail. And
Wait.
why did you get involved with these guys? They're crazy.
I remember life was so simple.
And then you hear Ivan down in the hold
It's
rolling over
not
in his
my
cot.
fault.
Murder hobos, they're crazy. And you type kind of agree with them. For those of you who noticed, though, Cedric is standing there with his hand kind of doing the...
What?
Yes, Cedric?
Standing where?
Do you have something to say?
Well,
Speak now.
do you guys actually want to go after the compass?
We cannot go into the compass right now because of those dogs.
We don't know.
Do we want to? I don't want to.
Because I pretty much know where the compass is.
Oh. When were you going to tell us about this?
Now?
Nobody asked.
Thanks, Cedric.
All right, Cedric, where is the compass?
He points right to the terror.
On the ship.
Yep.
Is it guarded?
Oh yeah. I pretty much know who has it.
Great. Let's go for it then.
Open fire. Boom!
The, well, I pretty much know who has it because she and I did a lot of the research on it, so I know her temperance for it. I know Dahaline didn't give a shit. So, if I were
I
to
have
bet,
images of
I would
individuals
say
in Astral Crusade.
Dahaline is at her estate with her lovers, and yeah, I think the compass is going to be sitting on that ship with the navigator.
Great.
As she's preparing charts.
Cool.
That's what I would do. But then again, I'm crazy.
You know that you're crazy?
No. That's very rude. I am offended. And he goes and
Very
he pets
sorry.
Nyx.
And I was about to compliment
He's
his
just drooling all
self-awareness.
over his leg right now.
Yeah.
He just thinks he's a tasty meal.
That's exactly what
He's beasting Cedric's leg. He doesn't realize it.
It's like,
tastes
man, this
like-
meal
I
is
can't-
very kind to me.
I keep having to give Nick's commands not to bite leg off.
Okay, so what do we do with that information?
No.
Linaliel would have it.
Linalia?
Linaliel.
Linoleum.
No.
Linoleum.
Oh. This group, they coming up with names. You gotta start just calling them
come on.
George
Center.
One.
Linaliel Windblade is the navigator of the terror.
Linalia. Windblade?
That's really good.
Your face was the same as the other time.
I'll put that in the end.
So, how did you came up? And you work with Darlene? No.
Yep.
What type of level of relationship you had with Darlene?
It's personal.
Oh,
Past lover.
great.
It's
Like
very
I s-
personal.
Like
And then for 10 minutes, he explains what personal means to you. And you're like, oh. Okay.
I did better.
And it seems like Dahaline has a very personal relationship with all of her crewmates, too.
Nice.
Dinky.
Especially her officers. The 4 of them.
It's around.
Well, she's super old.
As he kind of explains to you that, yes, the
You mean that
4
she has
officers, the 3 officers under Dahaline, they all live with her at the estate.
Are they with
Okay.
her now?
Chances are the 2 males are, the females not.
Or
Because she's the navigator, she's going to be on the ship prepping docks. Because they're going to want to literally sail into Port Karen, waste as little time as possible. That's why they're doing such a big supply haul, is they want to waste as little time as possible, get approval, maybe get a couple other things from the prince, and gone.
what if
And
we
maybe some
send a
support ships.
friendly face to, just say hello?
I doubt
Why?
you don't find him friendly anymore.
I don't think he's gonna go.
We didn't exactly end things on a good note.
Great.
Okay, so how do we get on that ship?
What if we follow her to the star?
And then
Let
what?
her track the star. We track her.
Yeah, but
And
she's
then
gonna
what?
have the powerful
Also, we don't know how far the star
elf in
is.
it.
Hey, I'm just brainstorming.
No, I know, but we don't know how far the star is. So it may take more than 5 days
The
to
best
get there.
best I can figure out, it's way past like the chain of islands that is Lazar Principal is.
Yeah.
It's out in the deep water.
So like more than 5 days.
Yeah, oh definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Just a harebrained guess. That's
Yeah,
not even
so-
We'll be in the middle of the ocean
Yeah.
with
When do you think they're gonna set sail?
I'm not a mariner,
Okay, so warship, crew, must be what, armed crewmen?
No.
120?
No.
150?
Same allotment as you guys have for on
Oh.
the ship.
Okay.
She's not a big ship. In fact, your ship is bigger than the Terra.
Oh,
Yeah.
but you were making
or-
her out to be. You were making her out to be some ginormous,
It's a warship.
indestructible monster.
warship.
It is a warship.
But so is ours.
She's
right?
armed, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a warship. Fully manned.
What I was trying to say is that if you were to gauge her at sea,
20.
it would be a fight. You know, you guys wouldn't be able to just kind of coast up and, just hop on board. She's armed.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
Steal the
it's-
compass, set the ship on fire, get out of Dodge.
Do we?
Wait, we're Nudge?
We have cannons and a ballista. Do we have anything else?
We have you.
And fireballs.
Can just throw a fireball once we have the compass.
There you
And
go.
magic missiles.
We all throw them together.
It's possible to
To what?
rid ship.
Yeah.
Why don't you just mist and then we just sneak on?
Yeah, because we were gonna look and be like this one cloud
Yeah, that's right. Nothing suspicious about this one cloud.
with
Oh,
a sail,
it's
with
not
a
that.
sail sticking out of it on the top wrong.
No, I meant in a smaller boat with all of us.
Yeah.
again.
One
No.
guy on the top of the cloud, like,
Nothing to see here. Move along.
Weirder things happen on ocean.
True enough.
well,
No, I was getting at maybe at night we can sneak onto the ship.
there's a couple ways you could do it. Like, think about how you guys took out the maiden in the first place. You jettied up to her, right? Wait for the cover at night. That's that fun stuff. Or you can just be. They do allow foreigner ships to dock. You can dock.
I know we can.
You can go and do business, and as long as you're back on the ship, it's a risk. You'll have some pursuance, but as I told you before, this ship is far faster than what they have in their fleet.
Well, more
It's only a question of we don't quite know what we'll be facing on that terror ship.
Better than the dogs.
Yeah, well,
we can see them loading the ship.
Yeah.
Would I know approximately how far into the loading they would be based off of?
Make you're either sailor or mariner, whatever you think is merchant. Maybe the merchant might be a little bit more.
I'd say perception, since we can't see how much is in their hold.
Well, it's a perception, but he's also got background of merchants, right? So like he can maybe make an approximation on
Just missed it.
what they're bringing in, how much that should equate to for seafarer. Like
21.
21. What you can see, you're thinking that if you're calculating properly, where it's a quick stop and then go, and they're not really going to take on much supplies in Port Cairn, most likely by morning you'll be ready to go.
So we have a night.
We could sneak on night
what I'm
and murder
thinking.
everyone.
That's what I was thinking.
Make perception checks.
All of us?
Yep.
that's 20.
Hey, look, I got my 20. There we go.
Yay.
Did we just get 3 nat
30
20s?
Nice.
I got another nat 20.
Nice.
So 3 nat 20s for one roll.
Don't forget your APs. So the dirty 20 and the rest of the nat 20s, anybody essentially was at 20 for your natural whatever. You do a quick count, and you only register about 8 crew on the ship. You are watching for a good amount of time. Like, you are staying out of port, and of course now the port watch might be a little bit interesting as the fact that you're staying out there. Not really, because again, you're a foreign ship. This isn't uncommon, right? Where you're not welcome, so there is like a let's drop sails and decide what we're going to do sort of setup.
Would we have enough time to go and steal the compass before they would notice anything?
The
do you
chances of anybody in the town noticing are going to be slim. Your biggest risks are essentially any harbor guard, and there's not very many. They don't welcome foreign ships, right? So really there isn't a military presence at all. And then they really don't need a military presence. Everybody is quite capable, right? This is a dangerous bunch of people. And I'm talking about the island, not just this town. So when it comes down to having to go for it, they've got 2 warships here, right? They've got the Terror and then they got another ship, right? So they're not worried about like an invasion or anything like that. You guys think you could dock under the pretense of a supply run or whatever. You, as foreigners, will not be able to go beyond the dock into the town. And if you attempt it, they'll just escort you back to the ship or kill you, one or the other. So the
No, but
only
I'm just
workings that you're
thinking,
going to
like,
do is on
there's-
the dock.
Because we just like kind of think that there's only about 8 people on the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Attack it now, get the compass, and then run. Oh, and throw a fireball.
For good measure.
Now or wait till nightfall?
There's
I was-
only 8 people on the ship right now
Yeah,
that
but
we
it's,
think.
but it's broad daylight. We go
It's
in
broad
at
daylight.
night.
We've done stupider things.
Or we dock. What time is it right now?
We'll say around 11 a.m.
I think if we dock, we're gonna.
No, I say we dock at like. What time does it get dark here?
7.
So I say we dock at like 5:30, right? Say, oh, we're here for a supply run. We're gonna meet up with everyone tomorrow. We're just gonna stay on the ship for the night as our guys, and then we attack once it's darker out. Funny thing is, because they're in the middle of the prepping the ship, they have people coming and going, and we're gonna attack, and then people are gonna show up, and then someone's gonna raise an alert, and they're gonna notify whomever, and then it's gonna
They're all elves, so the work's not going to stop. Right?
throughout the night. You mean?
But we'll have
They
cover
don't
of
need to
darkness
rest.
at
So
least.
True.
Well, do we? Because they're elves.
Oh
they
yeah,
can
they
see
would be able to
everything.
see easily in the dark, so we wouldn't even
Yeah,
have to
this
get
is
cover
true.
done. So we might as well just
Fuck it.
go
Let's
for
go
it now.
attacking.
Yes.
There you go.
Grab the musketeers by the tail.
Sold.
Like, you mean like coast up and boom, 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 or you know?
No, we're gonna
you're-
be like
you're
stealthy about it.
We're idiots, but we're not
Yeah,
that
no,
dumb.
because the town defenses
Minus-
will completely wipe out your
Minus
ship.
him. He's not gonna be very stealthy, but
Yeah. Clonk, clonk, clonk.
No.
Clonk, clonk, clonk.
Exactly.
Okay, so
You can walk along the floor
It's
of
because
the
you haven't-
water.
I
Yeah,
wonder.
you
And
haven't
then
got
like
the
sink the
right
ship.
technique to
Could
be
he punch
stealthy.
it?
It would
In your
take
case,
a lot of work for
You
him to
move
get through
around,
all.
and if
Would
somebody
they feel it?
sees you,
They hear
detects
it.
you, you tell him.
Okay, so
I'll
let's
keep that in
review
mind.
your options. Option 1, go to Thrushmore and
No.
try and relieve your curse. Option 2, set up an ambush for the Terror along the sea somewhere.
Do I
No.
summarize it well if I say we're already on that ship kicking ass?
No, I want a consensus here. Option 3 was contact Hastur and determine whether or not you have favor. And then option 4 is to somehow get onto the ship and steal the compass.
'Cause
Maybe
if
some
we-
murder along the way.
So first we
They're
take care of the compass problem. Then we can probably
Yeah.
get rid of our curse.
Hey, that's what I mean by guys waiting on your kicking ass.
I'm
you're
fine
not.
with going and
here,
You're in
jumped
your
off the ship
bubbles
and he's
already.
swimming
Yeah.
into the dock.
I'm,
Get
I'm,
those fuckers!
I'm fine with some little murder.
You city candidates!
The one
What is
time
it,
I
little
bring
murder?
up, let's just go murder them, and everyone's like, no,
Hey, I'm all for it.
now.
They waffled on the murder. Jeez.
I just needed some more.
So very unlike
While
me.
we
I know.
murder you.
I just
Okay.
needed some more background.
I'm very tired.
The plan then.
Give him a bowl of
What
soup
is the
before-
plan, Captain?
I believe the plan is
Lieutenants,
we're going
whatever.
to dock.